Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. Welcome to St Matt's Kids Church Online. Now remember, we're also back in the building now. We're starting to do Kids Church in person already. And if you want to come to that next week, you can just ask your grown-up to help you sign up online. The tickets are available on Tuesday for the following Sunday. The website is www.stmplymouth.org.uk, and you can sign up and come visit us next week if you'd like to. But we're still going to be doing online church for a little while longer because we know not everybody can make it yet. Today, we're going to be hearing from Levi and his mum Hayley, and going to hear all about rumbling and grumbling bellies and rumbling and grumbling mouths. And sometimes we can have a rumbling and grumbling heart, can't we? We can kind of go, oh, I don't want to do that, or oh, it's not fair. I wonder what God has to say about that. We're going to learn a bit about that today, about how our bellies work, what makes those rumbling and grumbling sounds, but also a bit about how our hearts work and how God would like us to change those rumbles and grumbles into prayers to him. We're going to start with an amazing fact from Levi, and then we're going to go into worship songs. See you soon.
Do you know that there's a name for those rumbling noises in your tongue he makes? It's borborygmi. That word is an example of amonopoeia, which is a word that sounds like what it means. Try saying borborygmi. Doesn't it sound like a tummy rumbling? Other onomatopoeic words are swish and swoop, whoosh, murmur and plop.
1, 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. When I gaze into the stars, when I see the life of planet Mars, there's only one creator. When I watch the moon at night, when I feel the sun is burning bright, there's only one creator. So clap your hands and sing, shout out and worship him. So clap your hands and sing, and let the praise begin. Oh wow, what a God, oh wow, what a God. There's no one like you, there'll never be another. Oh wow, what a God, oh wow, what a God. There's no one like you, there'll never be another awesome God. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Look at all the animals, look at all the places round the world. There's only one creator. All the languages
we're talking in
French, Spanish, Greek to Mandarin. Solo hay un creador. So clap your hands and sing, shout out and worship him. So clap your hands and sing, and let the praise begin. Oh wow, what a God, oh wow, what a God. There's no one like you, there'll never be another. Oh wow, what a God, oh wow, what a God. There's no one like you, there'll never be another awesome God. You walked upon the earth you made. Oh wow, oh wow. You died and now we can be saved. Oh wow, you rose and left an empty grave. Oh wow, and one day you're coming back again. Oh wow, what a God, oh wow, what a God. There's no one like you, there'll never be another awesome. Oh wow, what a God, oh
everybody, how are you all? I hope you're all well and staying safe. So today we're going to look at a verse in Philippians, and it's in chapter 2 and it's verse 14, and it says, do everything without grumbling or arguing. Bit tricky, isn't it? Rumble, grumble, growl. It always seems to happen at the worst possible time. Right in the middle of a test, right in the middle of a prayer, when everything is so quiet, that's when it strikes. The dreaded grumble, rumble of your tummy. Why does that happen? And what does it mean? Stomach growling starts in your tummy. Who'd have thought? Then it moves into your small intestines and the rest of your digestive system. You see, when you eat, your body squeezes its muscles and pushes all the food through the digestive system. Once you add your drinks and some digestive juices, it turns into something called chyme, which is disgusting and gooey and nasty. The grumbling sounds that your tummy makes come when you add air to the chyme and gases. So your tummy squeezes and your muscles squeeze, and the result is a grumbly, rumbly sound. And it can happen at any time. But when there isn't very much food in there, it can be really, really loud. And it's your body's way of telling you, excuse me, I'm really hungry. Can you feed me, please?
The Israelites got hungry and started complaining to Moses. They thought God didn't care about them and was leaving them to starve. But they were wrong. God wanted them to learn they could trust Him, to feed them and take care of all their needs. So God sent food down from heaven. In the morning, they woke up and found dew all over the camp. When the sun came up and dried off the dew, they found flakes all over the ground. Moses told the Israelites these flakes were bread from heaven. The people called it manna. Every day God sent them more manna. He taught them to trust Him, to always take care of His people. When you pray, give us this day our daily bread. You are remembering the lesson God taught His people. He will always take care of you too.
There's another part of your body that grumbles too. Can you guess which it is? It's your mouth. When you've got jobs to do, homework, chores, when you've been asked to do something that you just don't want to do you ever grumble about it? Do you ever complain, argue? I know I do. But God really doesn't want us to. If you ever find that your lips are saying things that you really shouldn't be saying, stop. Take a breath. You will probably have to do those chores anyway, so you may as well do it with a smile. Ching! When you need to do something that you just don't want to do, remember all the amazing things that God does for you every single day. Try to thank God for those things that He helps you with, rather than complain about all the things that you don't want to do. You'll find that by giving Him praise, rather than grumbling to yourself, will really lift your spirits too. And you'll be making God smile too.
Wow, wasn't that interesting? It's all about the digestive system and the rumbling and grumbling and those juices. Oh, they sound about gross, don't they? Has your belly ever rumbled and grumbled? it feels a bit painful sometimes, doesn't it, when you're super hungry? So you can kind of understand why God's people were rumbling and grumbling because they were so hungry. But God looked after them, didn't he? He sent manna so that they could eat. And when you're rumbling and grumbling, hungry, your mum and dad look after you, don't they? Or your guardians look after you, and they make sure you've got enough to eat. And God looks after all your needs, really. So there's not really that many things we can rumble and grumble about. And if we think there is, we can turn to God, can't we? We can ask him for what we need and thank him for what he's already given us. I just want to say a big thank you to all the families that helped so far with all our videos. And if you would like to do a video for us, please do. Just any random video, or if you'd like some inspiration, get in contact. You can contact me, Charlie, or Julia through the website, which is stmplymouth.org.uk, and that's where you can get tickets for next week for Sunday if you want to come and see us in person as well. We'd really love to see you, and thank you so much for joining us. So now we're going to finish in a prayer and one last worship song. We'll see you all next week. God bless. Bye.
God, I know sometimes I argue and complain. Help me hear myself rumbling and grumbling, and help me to worship you instead. Amen.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout amen. If you're happy and you know it, shout amen. Amen. If you're happy and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout amen. Amen. If you're happy and you know it, 2 or 3. Amen. If you're happy and you know